Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Learn English 24 channel, where learning English is easy and fun. I'm Lily.
Hello, Lily. Hello, everyone. It's great to be here.
And today we're going to learn something very interesting and a little funny too.
Absolutely. Today we will talk about past continuous tense, especially negative sentences, interrogative sentences, and negative interrogative sentences, but with lots of examples, jokes, and real-life situations.
Yes, because grammar without fun is like pizza without cheese. Completely useless.
Exactly. So let's start our first place. Place 1. In the park. Alex, imagine yesterday evening I was walking in the park, birds were singing, kids were playing, but you were not there.
Oh no, that sounds suspicious already. Okay, students, listen carefully. This is past continuous negative. Structure is subject plus was, were, plus not, plus verb, plus ing. Examples: I was not walking. He was not reading. They were not playing.
Right, so yesterday evening I was walking in the park, but Alex, you were not walking with me.
Because I was not free. So here's another example. I was not relaxing. I was not enjoying the fresh air.
Let's make it more fun. Imagine a funny situation. Yesterday evening, I was not exercising. I was not jogging. I was not meditating. I was just sitting and eating ice cream.
That sounds more like real life.
Interrogative. Question form.
Now let's learn interrogative past continuous. Structure is was, were, plus subject, plus verb, plus ing. Examples: were you walking in the park yesterday? Was she reading a book? Were they playing football?
So, Alex, tell the truth. Were you studying yesterday evening or scrolling Facebook?
Okay, I was scrolling Facebook.
See, everyone? That is how we ask questions in past continuous.
Negative interrogative, didn't you? Now comes the interesting part, negative interrogative. Structure: wasn't, weren't, plus subject, plus verb, plus ing. Examples: weren't you walking in the park yesterday? Wasn't she studying last night? Weren't they playing football?
Let's make it emotional and funny. Alex, weren't you thinking about me yesterday?
Oh, wow, drama time. Okay. Yes, Lily, I was thinking. I was thinking why Lily talks so much.
That hurts, but okay. So kids, this is how we use past continuous negative, past continuous interrogative, and negative interrogative. Place 2. In the classroom. Now, let's imagine we are in a classroom yesterday. Yesterday, during class, some students were studying, some were writing, some were listening, but some were not paying attention at all.
Exactly. So listen carefully. Negative sentences. They were not listening. He was not writing. She was not concentrating.
Let's use a funny scene. Yesterday, during English class, Tom was not studying. He was secretly eating chips.
Every class has one Tom. Interrogative sentences. Were they studying yesterday? Was she listening? Were you writing notes?
So, Alex, were you listening to the teacher yesterday or looking at the window?
Honestly, I was looking at the window.
Negative interrogative sentences. Weren't you listening yesterday? Wasn't he writing his homework? Weren't they studying? Let's add drama again. Alex, weren't you paying attention?
Lily, I was trying, but the window outside was more interesting.
So, dear learners, now you know past continuous negative, past continuous interrogative, and negative interrogative.
with real-life examples, with fun, with emotion.
And lots of jokes.
Welcome back, everyone. If you're still here, that means you're serious about learning, or you just love listening to us talk.
Or maybe they enjoy our jokes more than our grammar. But either way, we're happy you're here. Let's continue learning past continuous tense in a fun way. Place 4, at home. Okay, Alex, imagine yesterday evening at home. People were relaxing, some were watching TV, some were cooking, but some people were definitely not doing what they were supposed to do.
Yes, so let's practice negative past continuous again. Structure reminder, subject plus was were plus not plus verb plus ing. Examples at home, I was not sleeping. She was not cooking. They were not cleaning the house.
Let's add some drama. Yesterday at home, I was cleaning the house, but Alex was not helping me at all.
Hey, that sounds like an attack. Okay, students, let's make it funny. Yesterday at home, I was not studying. I was not cleaning. I was not working. I was just eating and watching YouTube.
Exactly. Many people do that. Now let's turn it into interrogative. Structure, was, were, plus subject, plus verb, plus ing. Examples at home, were you sleeping yesterday afternoon? Was she cooking dinner? Were they watching TV?
Okay, Lily, here's a serious question. Were you studying yesterday evening or were you watching drama series?
Okay, I was watching drama. See, everyone? That's how you ask questions. Negative interrogative at home. Structure, wasn't, weren't, plus subject, plus verb, plus ing. Examples, weren't you studying yesterday? Wasn't he helping his parents? Weren't they cleaning the house? Let's make it emotional, like a mom. Alex, weren't you doing your homework? Weren't you listening to me?
Oh no, that sounds like every mother ever. And usually the answer is, no, Mom, I wasn't doing homework. I was playing games.
So, students, now you see how we use past continuous negative, interrogative, and negative interrogative in real home situations.
Yes, and it becomes easier when you connect grammar to real life.
Place 5, hospital, funny and emotional mix. Okay, now let's imagine a hospital scene, but don't worry, it won't be scary. We'll keep it friendly and funny. Yesterday in the hospital, doctors were checking patients, nurses were helping, some people were waiting.
But some people were definitely not being patient at all.
Exactly. Now, negative past continuous in hospital. He was not resting. She was not taking medicine. They were not following doctor's advice.
Let's make it funny. Yesterday at the hospital, the doctor said, please rest, but the patient was not resting, was not relaxing, was not being quiet. Instead, he was saying, Doctor, can I eat biryani now?
Biryani in hospital? That's dangerous and delicious at the same time. Question form, in hospital. Examples, was he resting yesterday? Were they waiting quietly? Was she taking her medicine?
Okay, Lily, here's a question. Were you feeling okay yesterday or were you feeling sleepy all day?
Honestly, I was feeling sleepy all day.
Negative interrogative in hospital. Examples, wasn't he resting yesterday? Weren't they waiting for the doctor? Wasn't she taking medicine?
Let's make it emotional. Weren't you taking care of yourself? Weren't you resting properly? So everyone learning, now you have learned at home examples, hospital examples, negative, interrogative, and negative interrogative.
And we did it with jokes, fun, emotion, and life situations.
Because learning English should never be boring.
Absolutely.
Welcome back, dear learners. If you're still watching, that means you are really serious about your English, or you just love staying with us.
And we love staying with you too. So let's continue our fun journey with past continuous tense. Ready, everyone? Let's go. Place 5, school playground.
Okay, Alex, imagine yesterday afternoon in the school playground. Some students were running, some were jumping, some were laughing, but some were not doing anything useful.
Right, so let's practice negative past continuous. Structure reminder. Subject plus was were plus not plus verb plus ing. Examples in the playground. They were not playing seriously. He was not practicing. She was not running.
Let's make it more fun and realistic. Yesterday, the coach was shouting, "Run, practice, focus." But some students were not listening at all.
Exactly. They were just chatting, laughing, and enjoying life. Okay, students, let's say some more. The team was playing, but one boy was not passing the ball. He was not concentrating. He was just standing and smiling. Interrogative in playground. Structure. Was were plus subject plus verb plus ing. Examples. Were they playing football yesterday? Was he practicing seriously? Were you running fast?
Okay, Alex, let me ask you. Yesterday on the playground, were you playing football or just talking with friends?
Honestly, I was just talking with friends.
See, everyone? This is how we ask questions. Negative interrogative in playground. Structure wasn't or weren't plus subject plus verb plus ing. Examples, weren't they practicing yesterday? Wasn't he listening to the coach? Weren't the players trying their best?
Let's add drama like a strict coach. Weren't you running? Weren't you practicing? Weren't you focused?
And the student replies, "No, sir, we were not running. We were laughing."
Typical playground life. Shopping market area. Now let's move to another interesting place, the market. Yesterday at the market, people were shopping. Some were bargaining. Some were choosing vegetables. Some were confused.
Yes, and some were definitely not doing what others expected. Let's use negative past continuous.
The shopkeeper was not listening carefully. The customer was not deciding quickly. They were not buying anything.
Let's make it funny. Yesterday, I was standing in the market. I was trying to buy something, but the shopkeeper was not paying attention. He was not looking at me. He was just talking on the phone.
That happens a lot, and you just sit there hungry like a sad cartoon character. Interrogative in market. Examples. Were you buying vegetables yesterday? Was she bargaining with the shopkeeper? Were they waiting in line?
Okay, Alex, serious question. Yesterday evening, were you buying groceries or buying snacks only?
Okay, I admit, I was buying snacks only.
I knew it. Negative interrogative in market. Examples, wasn't he buying anything? Weren't they standing in line? Wasn't she paying attention?
Let's add emotion. Weren't you waiting for your turn? Weren't you listening to the shopkeeper?
So, dear learners, now you saw past continuous used in playground life and market life.
With negative, interrogative, and negative interrogative.
And we learned it while smiling and laughing.
Because happiness makes learning easier.
Exactly.
Welcome back again, everyone. If you're still watching, congratulations. You are truly dedicated to learning English.
Absolutely. And we are so happy to be your English learning friends. Now, let's jump into another fun situation using past continuous tense.
Dining restaurant scene.
Okay, Alex, imagine yesterday we were at a restaurant. People were sitting, Food was being served. Everyone was hungry, but some people were not behaving well.
Yes, let's start with negative past continuous. Structure reminder. Subject plus was were plus not plus verb plus ing. Examples in the restaurant. The waiter was not coming quickly. The chef was not cooking fast. The customers were not waiting patiently.
Let's make it funny. Yesterday, I was sitting in a restaurant. I was waiting for food, but the waiter was not coming. He was not looking at me. He was just talking with another waiter.
That happens a lot, and you just sit there hungry like a sad cartoon character. Interrogative in restaurant. Structure. Was were plus subject plus verb plus ing. Examples. Was the waiter serving food? Were the customers waiting quietly? Was she eating happily?
Okay, Alex, truth time. Yesterday in the restaurant, were you waiting politely or were you getting angry?
I was getting hungry and angry. I was hangry.
See, everyone, this is how real life works and how grammar works. Negative interrogative in restaurant. Structure wasn't or weren't plus subject plus verb plus ing. Examples, wasn't the waiter serving you? Weren't they bringing your food? Wasn't she eating?
Let's add drama. Weren't you listening to my order? Weren't you bringing my food?
But the waiter says, "Sir, I was bringing your food, but you were not being patient."
That's true sometimes. Bus or train station.
Now, let's move to another real-life situation, a bus or train station. Yesterday at the station, people were waiting, some were talking, some were sleeping, and some were not behaving nicely.
Let's practice negative past continuous again. Examples. The bus was not arriving on time. The passengers were not staying calm. He was not standing in the line.
Let's make it funny. Yesterday, we were waiting at the bus stop. We were tired, but the bus was not coming. The driver was not arriving, and people were not staying quiet.
Yes, everyone was talking, complaining, and getting angry. Interrogative in station. Examples. Were they waiting for the bus yesterday? Was the train arriving on time? Were people standing in line?
Okay, Alex, again, serious question. Yesterday, were you waiting patiently or were you complaining like everyone else?
I think you already know. I was complaining.
Negative interrogative in station. Examples, weren't they waiting in line? Wasn't the bus coming soon? Weren't people following rules?
Let's add emotional tone. Weren't you waiting properly? Weren't you behaving?
So, dear learners, now you learned past continuous in restaurant life and bus or train life.
With negative interrogative and negative interrogative.
And we learned it while smiling and laughing.
Because happiness makes learning easier.
Exactly. Welcome back again, wonderful learners. You are doing great so far, and we are super proud of you.
Yes, if you are still watching, that means you are learning seriously. Or you just love hanging out with us.
Either way, we love you being here. Now let's go to another real-life situation. Office/workplace. Imagine yesterday in an office. Some people were working hard, some were typing, some were reading files, but some people were not working at all.
Yes, so let's start with negative past continuous. Structure reminder. Subject plus was or were plus not plus verb plus ing. Examples. He was not working. They were not completing the report. She was not concentrating.
Let's make it funny. Yesterday in the office, some employees were working, but Alex was not working. He was not checking emails. He was not checking emails. He was just scrolling on his phone.
Hey, don't expose me like that. But yes, sometimes it happens. Question in office. Structure. Was or were plus subject plus verb plus ing. Examples. Was he working yesterday? Were they finishing their tasks? Was she attending the meeting?
Okay, Alex. Honest question. Yesterday, were you working seriously or were you just pretending to work?
I was pretending to work.
See, everyone, these are real-life English situations. Negative interrogative in office. Examples. Wasn't he working yesterday? Weren't they submitting the report? Wasn't she attending the meeting?
Let's make it emotional, like a boss. Weren't you doing your job? Weren't you finishing your work? Weren't you paying attention?
And the employee quietly says, "Sir, I was not."
Ugh, office drama everywhere. Beach/picnic spot.
Now let's move to a happy place, a beach or picnic spot. Yesterday at the beach, people were relaxing, children were playing, families were laughing, and some were not behaving well.
Yes, let's start with negative past continuous. Examples at the beach. He was not relaxing. They were not playing safely. She was not enjoying.
Let's make it funny again. Yesterday at the beach, everyone was enjoying, but Alex was not swimming, he was not playing, he was just screaming because the water was cold.
Hey, the water was cold. Question at beach. Examples. Were they enjoying at the beach? Was he swimming? Were you relaxing?
Okay, Alex, yesterday at the picnic, were you enjoying or were you just busy eating?
Okay, confession time. I was busy eating.
Typical Alex. Negative interrogative at beach. Examples. Weren't they enjoying the picnic? Wasn't he swimming? Weren't you relaxing?
Let's add emotion. Weren't you enjoying? Weren't you having fun? Weren't you playing?
So, dear learners, now you learned past continuous in office life, beach/picnic life with negative, interrogative, and a negative interrogative.
And again with fun, jokes, reality, and smiles.
Because when you enjoy learning, English becomes easier and more natural.
Exactly.
Welcome back, amazing learners. You are really doing great. We're already deep in our journey and you're still here. That means you are truly dedicated.
Absolutely, and we are super proud of you. Now, let's continue our fun English journey with another two exciting places.
Airport scene. Okay, Alex, imagine yesterday we were at the airport. People were traveling, some were checking in, some were waiting for flights, but some people were definitely not behaving calmly.
Yes, airports are always full of drama. Let's start with negative past continuous. Structure reminder. Subject plus was or were plus not plus verb plus ing. Examples at the airport. The passengers were not staying calm. He was not listening to the announcements. They were not standing in the proper line.
Let's make it funny again. Yesterday at the airport, people were waiting patiently, but Alex was not sitting quietly. He was not relaxing. He was panicking because he thought he lost his passport.
Hey, don't tell everyone my secrets. But yes, I was panicking. Interrogative in airport. Structure. Was or were plus subject plus verb plus ing. Examples. Were they waiting for the flight? Was he checking his documents? Were the passengers following instructions?
Okay, Alex, serious question. Yesterday, were you checking your passport carefully or were you just busy worrying?
I was just worrying. I was not thinking properly.
Negative interrogative in airport. Examples. Weren't they following the rules? Wasn't he listening to the announcement? Weren't the passengers waiting patiently?
Let's add a dramatic airport officer tone. Weren't you standing in line? Weren't you listening to instructions?
And I'm like, Sir, I was not listening. I was too nervous. So, students, now you can talk about airport situations using past continuous easily.
Library scene.
Now let's go to a completely different place, a quiet library. Yesterday in the library, students were reading, some were studying seriously, some were writing, and some were not behaving properly.
Let's practice negative past continuous here. Examples. He was not reading. They were not studying silently. She was not concentrating.
Let's make it funny again. Yesterday in the library, everybody was studying quietly, but Alex was not reading, he was not concentrating, he was just fighting with sleep.
That's true. The library is the best place to feel sleepy.
Question in library. Examples. Were they studying yesterday? Was he reading a book? Were you concentrating? Okay, Alex. Yesterday in the library, were you studying seriously or were you dreaming?
I was dreaming. I think I was dreaming about food.
Haha, that sounds like you. Negative interrogative in library. Examples. Weren't they studying quietly? Wasn't he reading seriously? Weren't you concentrating?
Let's add emotional librarian tone. Weren't you supposed to stay quiet? Weren't you studying?
So, dear learners, now you saw past continuous being used in airport life, library life, with negative, interrogative, and negative interrogative.
And again with jokes, laughter, emotion, and real-life examples.
Because English becomes easier when it becomes part of life stories.
Exactly.
Bye, everyone. Bye, Alex.
Bye, everyone. Bye, Lily.